So this is video 6 for week 1. So now we're going to talk about what happens at a board meeting. So if your organization has a board, how do you prepare for it? What happens? What decisions are made? So going back to our Sheena scenario, we're going to pretend that Emily is busy right now planning some things. So Sheena's going to work with Fran. So remember Fran from our organization chart, her job, it said, was administration. So what exactly does that mean? Well, Fran is probably the person who's responsible for maintaining the budget, books, the benefits, checking when someone's maybe on vacation schedule, doing things like that, making sure Sheena gets paid through the township office, looking after orientations about health and safety. Fran also probably supports the CEO and the managers and maybe even the board in a small organization like Thorold Public Library. So today, Fran is getting ready for an upcoming board meeting, and she's going to explain to Sheena what that actually involves. So what I want you to do is read through these slides and click through the video links, and there'll be a kind of check for understanding at the end. Okay, so in a board, again, remember it's the rules. That's what governance is about. There's going to be rules about how often a board meeting needs to take place. Okay, and who needs to attend, and it might even say the specific dates when the board meetings need to happen. You need to send out an agenda if you are the chairperson. So you send out an agenda, and it has to have specific things on it. It can't just be you winging it. It has usually has an organization, the different items that are on it. And a lot of companies that have boards have something called a consent agenda. Okay, so you need to know what that means. And when you look at these agendas, you'll see that sometimes it says things happen in camera. So you need to know what that means. So here's an example from Georgina Public Library that you can click through and you can see. So it has the date, it says agenda, a call to order, an acknowledgement, roll call to determine who's there, because these what's happening at the meeting will be recorded by a secretary. Okay, so someone will take down notes for each of these items, because for many businesses it's a requirement of law that the meeting minutes are recorded and made available to the shareholders or to the government if they do an audit. Okay, so it says all of these different things, so you'll see where consent agenda is here. You can also click through and look at the Durham College one or the Thorold one. And I've posted some videos, they're just little short ones that give an explanation of what is a consent agenda, what type of items are typically included on the consent agenda, what is conflict of interest, and why do you have to declare it if you're on a board. And then I've got some links through to rules. So every company, every business, every organization doesn't make up a new set of rules to follow for when they have these board meetings. A lot of them use something called Robert's Rules of Order or Parliamentary Rules of Order. So I encourage you to click through and read the information about rules of order so that if you ever attend a department meeting, you'll understand why it's being run the way it is. And you'll understand what your role is and when you can interject and share your opinion and when you can't. Okay, so the chairperson, Fran explains, does all of these types of things. I'm going to pause here and then we'll continue at slide 34 with we're running the meeting.